All right, this is a hard one for me. Okay, hey everyone, it's me again. My name's Corey. I moved from Chicago to the Philippines. If you're new to the channel or you've never watched it before, my wife's name is Raquel, and she's born and raised over in the Philippines, where we are now. We currently live here. We moved here from Chicago. I wanted to talk about how marrying my wife, a Filipina, has honestly made me a better person, and being with her over here has really changed me. And this is a hard video to do, to tell you the truth, because I gotta kind of suck up my pride and say it's important, which is why I need to do it. So I mean, I want to be honest with everyone and, you know, be transparent. That's who I am, and not try to hide anything. I don't know if it's fair of me to say made me a better person. I think a better way to phrase that would be that she's helped me be a better version of myself, I guess, and be happy with the important things. And as much as we all think we know what they are, or at least I did, I really did. You know, you go to work, you pay your taxes, you talk to your family, you take care of your friends and, you know, coworkers and all the normal stuff, and you're nice to your neighbors. You know, you go about your life thinking that you're generally a good, wholesome person, so to speak, and you have your priorities right. Like I said, at least I thought I did. I really, truly did. Anyway, so I guess I'm gonna tell everyone a true story here. So I was in the Philippines on a vacation a while back. So she wasn't my wife at the time, she was my fiance, and it was probably, I'm gonna say 80, 85 degrees out that day, and it was humid. It was hot. It was uncomfortable, especially coming from Chicago over here. I was hot, and that's just the truth. And we met up at a parking lot, me and her, because we were meeting her family to get an early dinner, and they had some errands to run for us. So point of the story is, me and her pulled up to the parking lot, and they were about 30 minutes behind us. So I saw a Jollibee. And if you know anything about Bias City, you know that there's like 2 places with air conditioning. And luckily we were meeting at one of them and then going to a dinner place. And I remember getting out of my car, and like I said, it was hot, it was humid, but it was the weather that everyone here deals with every day of their life. So I just looked at the Jollibee and I saw that it's air conditioned, and frankly, me being a spoiled foreigner, I just wanted to go inside for a couple minutes. I wasn't thirsty, I wasn't hungry, I had water in the car. So I looked at my wife and said, "Oh, do you want anything inside?" And she said, no, you know, we're gonna eat dinner in about half an hour or whatever. And I said, okay, I'm gonna go in and get a drink. And again, I had a water in the car. I remember not even wanting anything. I just went in there because I wanted the air condition and get something cold. And that's just the truth. I went in there and I ordered probably a Diet Coke or regular Coke, whatever I ordered. And I ordered a sundae. And then I remember that the chocolate sundaes there are very small, so I get the sundae, and I just kind of laugh and said I order a second sundae, okay? So I walk outside to see my wife, and I remember this because I had a Coke in my hand, I had the 2 chocolate sundaes, and I got a spoon in my hand, and I'm scooping in the sundae, and I'm smiling, and I'm drinking the soda because it's hot out again. And a couple minutes later, you know what happens? Well, the soda disappears, and then you just got ice in it, right? So I start complaining. And I'm just being honest with you. I was literally bitching and complaining that there was too much ice in my cold drink. And that's just the truth. I was genuinely unhappy about it. Like, it upset me. And this wasn't a scenario where you're at a Starbucks and you order a $8 latte or something, and then, you know, or iced coffee or whatever, and then you're like, and you realize they gave you like 20% coffee. It's kind of a Starbucks thing, but there wasn't that much ice in there, honestly. I remember looking at it and it wasn't that much, but either way, I drank the soda too fast, and then I had a cup full of ice and my 2 sundaes, and I'm complaining that there was too much ice in my drink, and, you know, I ran out of it. And she just looks at me and then looks away, and I said, what's going on? She says, nothing. You know, nothing. I said, okay. So I start complaining again. That's just the truth. I'm being honest with you guys. And she just still doesn't say anything. I'm like, wouldn't this upset you? And she said, I don't want to argue with you. You know, I don't want to fight. It's a nice day out. Let's enjoy it. And she smiles. My wife is she's a very, very good person. She will avoid uncomfortable or, you know, argumentative situations like most Filipinos do, and they're not confrontational. So she didn't want to argue with me. She knew generally upset me, whether it should have or not. It was irrelevant. She just didn't want to argue with me about it and ruin our day, right? So she said, nothing. I don't want to argue about it. It's a beautiful day and we're both okay. And she just smiled. I went to complain again, and then I'm like, no, what is it? You got something on your head. I want to know what it is. Probably because I was just grumpy, to tell you the truth. So she says, I just don't understand, but if you're unhappy about it, then you're unhappy about it. I can't convince you otherwise. You convince yourself whether you want to be happy or not. And I didn't get it at first. So I kind of just sat there and I'm like, what are you talking about? Look at my ice. And I'm complaining about the ice again. And she goes, right, but I just don't get it. I mean, how many people do you see in this parking lot? And if you know anything about this parking lot, you know it's busy. I mean, it's like an H intersection with the busiest street and then two streets like this, and it's just chaotic. So I look around and I could comfortably see, I don't know, 100, 150, 200 people between the three main roads and the tricycles and not that many cars. Pretty much everyone's walking, going in and out of the markets and the little eateries and stuff like that. And I'm like, I don't know, 150 people? And she goes, okay, how many people do you see with a cold drink? I remember looking around and I couldn't find one. And it still didn't click in. It really didn't. So I just look around and I'm like, okay, so I don't see any. And I didn't get it. I really didn't. And she goes, okay, I don't understand. Everyone seems so happy. It's a beautiful day and everyone's with their friends or their family and they're smiling. I don't see anyone with a cold drink, and you have 3. But you're complaining about how much ice is in it? And she's like, I honestly don't get it. And she really didn't, because she's just a good person. So then I start to look around and, I see a mom holding a baby and she's laughing and the baby's like pulling her fingers or something, I don't know what. And then a dad walking his daughter into somewhere. And then a bunch of kids like playing with a ball. And I look around and everyone was having a good day. Everyone in that parking lot was smiling. They were enjoying themselves. They were happy because they were fed. They, had water at some point. They were with friends or family, and it was a nice day outside. I mean, they were happy because of the important things in life. And as much as I thought I knew what they were, I really didn't, because all of a sudden it smacked me in the face that the one guy in the parking lot with 3 cold drinks, 3, I just want to remind you, I'm in the parking lot with 3 cold drinks and I'm the only one unhappy. I'm the only one complaining. And I'm looking around and I'm legitimately grumpy because the amount of ice I had in my drink. I mean, and then you look around and you see 150 people without cold drinks, and all of them are enjoying their day. So all of a sudden I realized, fact is, whether I thought I had my priorities right in life, I didn't. Not at all. I thought I did, but I didn't, and that's just the truth. So it sucks to say that. It bothered me. I mean, I kind of sat there for a minute, really stunned, to tell you the truth, and I just kind of, I realized she was 100% right. She was, because I just looked around and everyone was happy because of the important things in life that they had, and they had them. And then the one guy, more than likely had more money in my bank account than anyone around me, let's be realistic. And whatever kind of car I drove and, all this dumb stuff, it didn't matter. I mean, think about it, it didn't make me happy, because I was the only guy in the parking lot that was bitching and complaining. I was the only one that was unhappy. Didn't make any sense. And then I realized that. So anyways, I enjoyed my day, and I was kind of shocked by it. I mean, it kind of made me think. And then I went home eventually. It was probably a week and a half later. And that's when I really started to focus on the priorities and get rid of the crap that I did not need and the things that truly don't make you happy. And none of those things mattered to me. I cared that me and her were building a house, and that she was healthy and I was healthy and our families were good. and we had good jobs. I mean, we had everything we needed. I've never gone a day not having water or a shelter over my head. Outside of being in the Marine Corps, I often went without having a shelter, but you know what I mean. I had more than what I needed. 10 times more, 100 times more than everything that I could need, I had more of. And again, I was the only guy that was unhappy. So it was different for me after that, to tell you the truth. I really did start to focus on the important things of life because of what she said to me, and she didn't do it on purpose. I mean, she really didn't. She wasn't thinking about it like she was trying to like change my life focus. She just realized that she was happy because she was about to meet her family for dinner, and her fiance, or it was fiance at the time, was with her, and we were healthy, and we had a car to get there, and we had water, and we were staying somewhere good for the night. We weren't sleeping outside, and we were full. I mean, we had all the important things. So anyways, not a fun story to tell, but meeting my wife really has, like I said, I don't know if I would say made me a better person, but made me be a better version of myself. And then it helps me remember what's important. Because I'll go to complain about something so dumb and so small, and I'm not going to say it's just because I'm a foreigner, okay? But I'll look around at all my neighbors, and my house is bigger. None of them have aircon. Just being honest, I guarantee you I'm the guy with the biggest TV in the neighborhood, only guy with the pool, or a gym for that matter, and I'll go to complain about something and think, should I complain about this? Probably shouldn't. I have more than I need for everything, and I need to be grateful and happy for all those things, because those are the things that matter in life. So yeah, I love my wife. She's been amazing to me. And like I said, I'm not going to say she's made me a better person, but she's helped me be a better version of myself. And we smile every day, and every day I'm better at not getting frustrated or annoyed at the little things in life that really don't matter. And I'm smiling now more than I ever have been. I'm smiling in every picture we've taken in the last, this year. And then I look at pictures 5 years ago, 10 years ago, 20 years ago, and outside of being over here on vacation, none of them I was smiling. But anyways, yeah, she's helped me. She really has. Just got to be honest with everyone. I love living over here in this country and seeing their priorities, and it helps me remember what my priorities need to be, as opposed to what sometimes I'll think they are. Because again, I have all the things that I really need in life. I have more of them. I mean, I'm never going thirsty looking for some water. I mean, I always have 10 jugs at a time. And our freezer is always packed with multiple different kind of meats, and so is our fridge. And we always have electricity, and anything after that, between having each other and we're healthy, is just extra, right? It's just a bonus, it's just a plus. It's just another reason to be grateful and enjoy everything that we have, not to complain about something that we don't have. Not a fun video to record, just being honest with everyone. Thank you for watching, if you're still watching it at this point, and I appreciate all the comments and everyone that's hit the like button or even subscribed. I really do appreciate it. Very small YouTuber, but I need to make more content and get it out there. I'm just happy every day, enjoying life, and I got to remind everyone else of those reasons why we need to be happy and enjoy life. So anyways, thank you for watching.